know.
And speaking of brackets that became quite in a bit of disarray, the NFL.
All right, still great.
Yeah, the NFL playoffs, it's been a lot of fun. It's been very unpredictable, and that's the way that it should be. So we've got, I just want to kind of run down what everybody thought coming into this. And it's funny because, you know, I'm not going to play the video, but you can go back and look at the video and how confident we were on certain decisions.
Yep.
And how wrong we ended up being.
You talked about overconfidence.
Overconfidence, absolutely. So let's just start off with the AFC, and DST will pick on you first because you're the one who went first last week. So here's what you were wrong on: the Steelers and the Bengals. A lot of the nation was wrong on them, and you did pick the Pats and the Ravens at the final game. So. We'll get into our picks as we go on, but anything you want to kind of say about the Steelers and the Bengals? I mean, you're higher on them than you probably should have been.
You know, the Steelers were the defending Super Bowl champs, so I mean, they had the edge off the rip. You know, going against what I thought was an overhyped Denver team, and you know, they played a really good game. Their defense, you know, wasn't at full strength. They had a starter who couldn't play, whoever their free safety is, because the game was in Denver. He's got sickle cell, so they were missing a couple key pieces. No Mendenhall. You know, I'm not making excuses for the Steelers by any means, but I just gave them the benefit of the doubt for being, you know, the slobber knocker team that they've been over the past, what, 6-7 years.
And who they were playing.
Yeah, I thought they would have definitely handled TEBOW a little bit better, but they were down the whole game, but they scraped in at the end to push it to overtime, and you know, like the first sudden death overtime in NFL history turned out to need one play, and that was something else. By
God's kid himself, Tim Tebow, who Mr. Torres here did pick. Yes, you can Tebow if you'd like. He did pick to win that game, and that's quite impressive. We all actually made fun of you for it, and
still do.
Yeah, I know you didn't pick them to go all the way, but. Was that just throwing it out there, hoping that it would stick?
No, because if you guys watched any of their games, they're one of the hottest teams coming into the playoffs. DST touched on some injuries that the Steelers had, but I felt Roethlisberger wasn't at 100%. No running back. They wasn't there like they normally are, and Tebow, I just caught him under surprise like he does everybody else, and I think they underestimate him. And that's why he wins ball games.
And he beat the Steelers throwing the ball. That's crazy.
Exactly.
That's just crazy talk. You were wrong in the Bengals, as DST was.
Yeah, man.
Brett, you were wrong in the Bengals. And did you pick the Broncos? You didn't pick the Broncos. No, you didn't.
I think you had them win in the first round, right?
Yeah, I
you did.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
First round.
All right. Well, hats off to you as well. Was that just a?
You know, it's funny though, because I did on my bracket, I scratched off Texans because someone told me Jake Delhomme might be starting. So I scratched them out, and I put the Bengals.
I do remember that.
Sorry.
We might have to play that one. So you did pick the Broncos, so that really was a dumb decision at the time, and that proved to be actually pretty smart. So
I hate the Steelers.
I was going to say, was that out of Steelers hate more than anything?
I hate the Steelers, and I was like, I didn't want them to see them going on, but.
So I was wrong in the Steelers and Bengals, just like Dale. I got the Pats and the Ravens. Steelers, I just thought, how can you not go with the Steelers against Tebow? That was wrong. And the Bengals, they're my team. I mean, come on, I got to go with them. And they had a good chance of winning that game. So now let's move on to pick our selections for the AFC Championship game. Now,
I think we're out of time.
No, we got time. There's plenty of time. So we've got the Pats and the Ravens, and we've got our original picks, which I don't think are right on all occasions. So right now, let's just go with your new pick, if it's not the original pick. Brett, Pats, Ravens, Sunday.
Pats.
All right.
Pats.
That's what you picked last. What time?
Patriots over the Ravens?
Yeah, that's why
Well, I'll keep it going right there. I'm still going with the Patriots. I think these all the teams that came from the AFC North were products of the cupcake schedule that the AFC North got to play this year. Hence why you saw 3 teams come out of the AFC North. I don't see the Ravens being able to handle Tom Brady. I think the man's in the zone.
I agree. It's just I know defenses win the Super Bowls or whatever, but pass offense versus Baltimore's offense, Joe Flacco had a horrible game as it was yesterday, and it's a surprise that they came out and won that game. But granted, the Ravens defense kept them in there, but Brady in that offense is way too many weapons.
I disagree that the AFC North was benefited by a cupcake schedule. I really think that you've got 3 teams that were able to beat a lot of teams. Now, if it was cupcake, it's because the rest of the league isn't as good as them.
The 3 teams that played the Browns twice made the playoffs, and they played Jacksonville. I'm just saying.
Well, why are those teams bad? Because they got beaten. They got beaten by us. Now, granted, the normal Indy wasn't around this year. We didn't have to play the Patriots, but we showed up. The AFC North showed up, and right now the AFC North is in this game, so that at least says something. And if we look at the Patriots and the Ravens, Ramon, Brady had one of his best games of his career the other day, and he was fired up. Now, is he going to be able to keep that sort of intensity against the Ravens, who, I'm sorry, Ray Lewis is on the field. He's as intense or more intense than anybody he's going up against.
I'm keeping my original pick, which is the Ravens in the Super Bowl.
Stay strong. Stay strong.
Defense is crazy right now. They just did an interview with Tom Brady. He said that was one of the toughest matchups he all year. They played us the toughest, is what he said about the Ravens. So I don't think they can keep up defensively, and all I think it's going to take is a semi-good game from Joe Flacco to win this game. If he plays lights-out ball like we've seen at some glimpses of, then they're going to win. But if he plays a semi-good ball, that's it. I think we can lock it up.
I'm with you on a lot of it. I'm going to stick with my original pick of the Patriots because I think they'll come out in the end. But we're going to see a close game and a good game. And Ray Lewis is the best player on the field, probably the best player in the NFL. All right, so let's move on to the NFC. And I just want to start off with Ramon. Falcons over the Giants?
Say what?
You had the Lions over the Saints?
Say what?
I had the Lions over the Saints. I thought the defense was going to thump the shit out of Drew Brees. That didn't happen.
Yeah, clearly.
And the Falcons, G-Men are a hot team. I'll give them that.
All right.
The only time you're going to see me rooting for the G-Men was last week. When they beat the shit out of Aaron Rodgers, was I was so happy to see, because I hate the fucking Packers and Aaron Rodgers.
Well, you picked them. You picked the Packers.
Yeah, but also got him losing.
He's got the AFC locked down, but the NFC is his weakness.
Yeah, you did pick the 49ers. That's actually pretty impressive. You got the Packers and the 49ers, and that's not the game we're about to see on Sunday.
No,
so,
but like I said, I'm happy for the G-Men. They deserve it. They, like I said, had some key injuries, but everybody thought they were gonna be bad, and I'll tell you, that front four, man, best in the game right now.
Vicious. A vicious front four.
Dale, we're just going to pass over you.
Go
anyway,
give it. Come on.
All right, Dale, so, all right, let me just start off where you're wrong. You were wrong about the Saints over the 49ers, but you did pick your team, the Giants, and none of us did.
Right, absolutely. Because you guys didn't know. I won't hold it against you. You didn't know.
What?
You didn't know what I knew.
I don't think
I
you knew.
Oh, I did know. I called it.
All right.
I called him over the Packers. Who's going to do that? This guy, and that's it, out of 100.
Well, you got them losing afterwards.
Yeah, I did. But that was against the Saints. They would not beat the Saints. Can they beat the Niners? You bet your ass they can. Let me give you a little quick rundown because I know we're pressed for tape here. Giants shut out a legitimate Atlanta offense. Okay, they got playmakers at every key position. Then they come out and they shut the Packers down. The superstar Packers, they only allow 20 points from them. Have you ever seen the Pack like they were yesterday or on Sunday all season? Mm-hmm. Flustered like that?
Yeah, well,
they were pressuring.
You're going to put some of that on their offensive coordinator. They might be thinking about his dead son.
Hey, death card usually means favor. Not in this case. But they came out. Tom Coughlin has his team ready to win. Everybody's all high on the Niners defense that gave up 32 points against the Saints. you know, the Giants can score points and they will stop you from scoring, which the Saints couldn't do. I'll give props to the Niners. I love their win. I love that a team that's been in disarray for almost a decade has finally, you know, come to fruition. It's really nice to see. It gives Browns fans, I'd say, a little bit of hope there too. Like, you know, it can happen.
A little bit.
Guys like Alex Smith, who've been taking years of scrutiny, Vernon Davis written off as you know, almost a flop in some cases. To see those two home guys stick with their team and then single-handedly double team the drive like they did at the end of that game, it was really nice to see. So I got to give Alex Smith some props. I didn't think he would hang with Drew Brees, but he definitely did. But I do not see them beating the New York Giants. I got the Giants going to the Super Bowl, baby. And that means no matter who they're playing, it's going to be either a rematch of Super Bowl, I think it was 36 in 2000 against Trent Dilfer in Baltimore, or, of course, who forgets Patriots Giants? Yeah. Nobody. I'll bet you Tom Brady doesn't.
So, Brett, you were wrong on the Saints. You were wrong on the Packers. And I can't really blame you on either because... it's exactly what I was wrong on. So obviously we knew what was going on, but the NFL didn't know what was going on. And so fuck all of them.
Yeah. Or that just states that me and Dale know what we're talking about.
Right?
Yeah, maybe. And then we got the Giants in San Francisco, 6:30 in San Francisco. So that's what I want numbers on, is the Giants in San Francisco.
There you go. You know, I like the Giants, man. I like the Giants. I like what I saw. I picked them to beat Atlanta. You know, I think they have the best defense in the league right now. I'm going to pick the Giants, the 49ers.
Number?
37-17.
Ooh, I hope.
Wow. All right, Ramon.
I hope.
Well, once again, I'm going to stick with my original pick, which was the San Francisco 49ers.
All right.
Up until last week, them at home only allowing, I think, an average of only 11 points or something like that. Look for this to be a defensive game. As you can see, two of the great defenses that's in the league, and as we all know, defenses win championships. I got us San Fran beating the Giants 20-27. Let's see here. Defensive game here. 21-17.
Yeah, he sounds real confident.
Yeah. Because, you know, I got to throw in that Eli Manning and that 2-minute offense. He works well. 21-17 49ers.
All right. Dale, obviously Giants.
Absolutely.
Number?
I got the Giants 27-24. It's going to be a close game.
All right.
It's going to come down to the end.
Well, I'm gonna throw out kind of a weird score because there's gonna be a lot of field goals, but I'm looking at 33-26 Giants win, and there's gonna be a lot of back and forth. So we are going to meet back here.
Giants, and 49ers.
So there's an opportunity here for one guy to look like a guru, or three guys to look like they know what the fuck they're doing.
In both, because we got Pats.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
The oddball.
That's how you become great, man.
Or a fool.
Hang your balls out there.
I'm the only one who does still have picks, and the reason why we re-picking again.
Yeah, we still have picks.
Hey, I got 3 of the final 4 out there.
Dale's got 3 of the final 4. Ramon's got 3 of the final 4. And Brett had 2 of the final 4. So, well, we're going down to 2, so that's going to be a fun pick, and it'll be a little bit easier at that point, I think.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a great weekend of football.